and I'm 5 years old, and today I'm going to talk about math. What is math? Well, math is a science about numbers, patterns, and patterns. We can see math everywhere in our life. And do you know what is math now? Math is everything in our life. Well, why do people find it boring and uncertain? Well, math is sometimes challenging because sometimes people didn't focus. Sometimes you didn't focus, so it can be challenging. But just focus. And just practice and do your homework. And then you will see it very easy to understand. And maybe you see it challenging because you haven't seen it interesting yet. Well, usually math is interesting like science. My favorite subject is art and science, so I like math. Well, why is math important? Well, because I will make some examples. Because if you go shopping, just if you're an adult, you go shopping. But do you know how to count? Let's count from 1 to 10, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, 10. And I want to tell you that if you cannot count, you just say 0. You only know 0 and you just say 0. Then will you know how much cents or dollars to pay? Nope. You will not know. You will not know how many cents or dollars to pay when you didn't know math. Okay, now cooking, or you could say baking, like baking a cake or cooking lunch. I want to tell you that math will help that, because if you're baking a chocolate cake, very, very nice, you need to know the amounts of chocolate. You need to know how many slices of butter do I add, how many how much amounts of sugar do I have to put in, the amounts of flour too. Well, flour is something that one flour is something that we smell, but this flour is for baking a cake. Okay? And if you add too much chocolate, your cake will be a bit bitter. Okay? And if you add too much sugar, your cake will be a bit too sweet, and maybe you will get bad. And driving, you need to drive the right distance, the right speed. Maybe you can drive to 40. In the city, it says we can only the speed. Our speed can only, our speed could only be 50. And in the country, in my hometown, the speed is 60, but 40 kilometers, maybe for or kilometers per hour is the best to drive. My daddy drives the motorbike very carefully, okay? And now some examples of the application of math. I will tell you, police officers. Well, why do police officers need to know math? They need to calculate the speed of the driver. If the driver, okay, I'm going to pretend I'm driving. If the driver drives too fast, and then the police officer didn't know math, and then the police officer cannot catch the driver at all. Because when we didn't know math, when the police officers didn't know math, they cannot calculate the speed of the driver. and now doctors, they need to figure out the amount of medicine. Well, the heartbeat and temperature of the patients too. Just put your hand onto your chest. Okay, put your hand onto your chest and can you hear your heart? I can hear mine. It is beating a little bit slowly, but not very hard like my mommy or daddy's, because they beat hard to become strong, and I beat very fast to become taller. Okay, and I want to tell you that this is very funny. Healthy people became sick, and if the doctors don't know the amount of medicine, the sick people not do anything but die. Okay, so the doctors need to know math. Okay, now firefighter. Well, the firefighter needs to know math to figure out the amount of water they need to put out the fire. Maybe if they put too much water, oh my God, maybe the house would be very, 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 very wet, and then maybe the people living in the house need to get the towels and dry it off. But maybe the towels will be wet, and then there are no more towels to wipe the house. So the firefighters need to know the amount of water to put out the fire. And in sport or games, sports use shapes, but sports also use angles. Well, and I want to tell you that the soccer use the rectangle. I'm jumping in the rectangle, yes, and now I want to tell you that they use the rectangle for the field. Yes, they use the rectangle for the field. Because can you see that the field is a rectangle? And a circle too. The soccer ball is a circle. Because do you see it is a circle? Okay? Now kids need to use math because I told you that everyone needs math. Okay? And kids, they need to know the time and the date to know how many days left until your birthday. I love math because I love my birthday, but my birthday is a little bit late, but now it's November. And it's nearly my birthday. My birthday is in December. My birthday is in December. It's November now. So Mom, there is one more. What? So there is left a few more days. Just a few more days. Okay? And I am so excited. I'm so excited. Very excited. Very excited that I wanted my birthday to be November. And remember to do your homework and practice some math. Then you need to focus. Then you will see it will not be challenging and it's very easy to understand. But I want to tell you then if you're grown up, maybe you can be a teacher or any community you want to be, and you will know math. And maybe if you want to be a teacher, maybe one day you could teach your students. You can teach your students a math class. Okay? Okay, so goodbye. See you in my next video.